From the PEP Radio Newsroom, this is the daily news for March 4th, 2026. These are the stories we are covering at this hour. U.S. and Israeli airstrikes pounded Iran into Wednesday with attacks reported across the country. Iranian state television showed the ruins of buildings in central Tehran, with interviewees complaining the attacks damaged their homes during the night. Witnesses also said intensely targeted western Tehran, as well as further out to the city of Karaj. Strikes also had been reported in the holy Shiite seminary city of Qom, as well as Baybahan, Kermanshah, Karamabad, Shiraz, and Tabriz. State TV also has begun referring to the conflict as the Ramadan War. That likely both reflects it is happening during the holy Muslim fasting month, while also trying to prepare the public for the war to continue for some time. Turning to primary election news from yesterday, Virginia Foxx has won the Republican nomination for U.S. House in North Carolina's 5th Congressional District. Meanwhile, in North Carolina, Roy Cooper and Michael Whatley both won their respective parties' North Carolina Senate nominations. Former Democratic Governor Roy Cooper and ex-Republican National Committee Chairman Michael Whatley each won their party's U.S. Senate nominations in North Carolina, setting the bout for a fall campaign that could determine control of the chamber. Both clinched their elections in crowded fields to replace the retiring Senator Thom Tillis. He is not seeking a third term. Cooper's entry lifted Democratic hopes for regaining Senate control of the chamber. Whatley ran after receiving the endorsement of President Donald Trump. In election news from Texas, the Texas GOP Senate race is going to be heading to a runoff, while for Democrats, as of 1 a.m. Eastern Time, it is still too early to call. Longtime Senator John Cornyn and MAGA favorite Ken Paxton are heading to a May runoff in Texas's Republican Senate primary, while Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett and State Representative James Tallarico are in a close race for the Democratic nomination. It was unclear how many eligible ballots remain to be counted in Dallas County, Crockett's home base, after confusion about polling places and a flurry of court filings. Voters across North Carolina, Arkansas, and Texas took to the polls in primary elections Tuesday that marked the official beginning of the midterm elections. We have plenty more election coverage on the PEP Radio YouTube channel. So, what is China's response to the U.S. attack on Iran, and what does it say about its foreign policy? Well, let's answer that. The day the U.S. and Israel attacked Iran, China waited several hours before taking its first official position. It said it was, quote, highly concerned, unquote, and called for an immediate halt to military operations and the resumption of dialogue. The next day, Foreign Minister Wang Yi condemned the strikes as unacceptable and again called for more talks. There were no indications of direct intervention, but such an expectation wouldn't be realistic. As in other recent conflicts, including last year's attack on Iran, China has condemned the use of force while remaining on the sidelines, keeping in mind its long-term interests. This time, those interests include a highly anticipated visit by U.S. President Donald Trump to Beijing, expected to take place around early April. And in Pennsylvania news, the Pennsylvania Capital Star is reporting that State House Democrats here in Pennsylvania need to prioritize universal pre-K. Less than half, or 44% of the state's 3- and 4-year-olds participate in high-quality, publicly funded pre-K education, according to Pennsylvania Partnerships for Children. An estimated 84,000 children are left out, and Black children are less likely to attend high-quality programs. Research indicates that a quality pre-kindergarten education prepares children for kindergarten and beyond. Attendees are less likely to be incarcerated later in life and more likely to graduate from high school. Pre-K is one of the most cost-effective investments that the state can make, said Representative Sean Dougherty of Philadelphia. High-quality early childhood education lays the foundation for lifelong learning and better health outcomes. Dougherty is a co-sponsor of House Bill 46, which was the focus of a Tuesday committee meeting examining the benefits of universal pre-K. And that's news for this hour. PEP Radio is available on the Live 365 app, the PEP Radio page at paequality.com, Roku, Apple TV, and Alexa. Up next, we have the Meadville area weather forecast here on PEP Radio.